right. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome back.
We back, boys.
Brad and Vu are back. Sayonara, Kenny. We got the boys here, and they're ready to rock and roll. Boys, how are we doing? Welcome to episode 54 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast.
Feels good to be back. We got a lot to talk about. We got a sick tournament.
Mr. Idiotic is here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, what up, buddy? It's good to have you back. Please. Hey, fun thing about Mr. Anti-Idiotic, Kitty Pryde was recently just brought up in a podcast I listened to. I'm starting to understand Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde actually will be a big character in the X-Men. I do think so. So he was smart about that. And they actually hint at it a couple times in Deadpool Wolverine, which I just rewatched the first time.
I just rewatched it too.
Yeah, it is. I told Lindsay, not the best movie in the world, but it's a really entertaining, like fun movie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I guess the
out.
second time I rewatched it, I was like the story's not the best, but like this nostalgia, it was all there.
Exactly. You watch it at home, the story is not as good as you like. The theater maybe hyped it up a little more. It's pretty slim. But yeah, I mean, we got not a crazy episode here today. We've got around an hour. So I said we jump into everything, boys. I mean, I think one thing we need to discuss, and we just talked about this prior to this, but we never got to together, guys, was maybe the surprise TV show of the year, The Penguin. The season finale of The Penguin happened. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Okay. Boys, I mean, I want to start with you guys' reactions. I want to start start with the series reaction as a whole. Now that we kind of got the bow on the top of the present itself, as well as what did you guys think of that last episode?
Yeah, I can go first. So I think, as a whole, probably the surprise of the year for TV.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't think we talked about it much. Our expectations were low.
Yeah.
And every episode just like it got better and better and better. And then this finale like threw me for a loop. I was not expecting it because I was like, damn, he got caught. I mean, I know he's going to get out of it because obviously he's the Penguin. But how? Like, how does it happen? In the way that he just fucked over her was just like brilliant. And then he kills Vic, R.I.P. Vic, which part of me was like, is he going to be a new character that they keep going and he's like a fun new creation? But no, it's just Penguin's a heartless son of a bitch.
Yeah. The setup for Sophia, like not even killing her, but like forcing her to go back to Arkham is diabolical.
Yeah. Yeah.
As my role model AJ would say, I give this show a boom.
Big justice. Boom. Boom.
I'm more of a Rizzler kind of guy.
Yeah. And this is where we lose our audience. No, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, the way he turned it on everybody, that was such a great scene. I mean, you start with the beginning there. The idea that his mother, which we saw the first perspective was when he was younger, his love for his mom. And then his mother, we see her perspective in this one. And to me, boys, tell me if I'm wrong, did she want her son killed?
She put a hit on him.
Oh, yeah. She put a hit on her son.
Because she knew.
Yep. She's always known.
Yeah. And then you saw that she ended up stabbing him. I mean, and then he always at the end of the day loved her, brought her to the hospital, saved her. But that was Sophia's Falcone's or Giacchetti, or what is Gigante? Gigante. That was her chance to finally take it off, and she didn't finish him. And because of that, the rest of the episode is what happened. I mean,
she's not truly a bad person.
Is that what you think?
Yeah. She's just not a penguin bad.
Penguin bad. Well, fuck, I didn't think they kind of portrayed Penguin as almost an anti-hero for a lot of this series.
At the end, that really went down the drain.
No.
That kills Vic, and then he continues to rob Vic.
Yeah, takes his money. Yeah, takes his cash. Oh my God!
Can you go?
Right? His mom is truly his one love of his life. Even the lady at the end of the episode, he's dancing with her, and he's like, "Tell me you're proud of me. Tell me."
He has her dress up like his mother.
That's right. Yes. and the mother's in the next room.
Very odd.
In a vegetative state, but still there because she cries.
Yeah, true. So what do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think of the episode itself? Do you think it was a good end to the series? Do you think it was or were you disappointed at all?
I was excited, and then you had the bat signal at the end, so you're like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Brad, I'm so glad you watched the Batman, just because I think it really probably added to that last episode. Because I'm guessing who didn't see that bat signal and go, fuck yeah.
Because I just rewatched the Batman too, and I feel like it adds so much more like context. It makes you appreciate the Penguin that much more.
I gotta rewatch it. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But did
very
this
much
whole season
rewatch
take like a week in that world? Like it seemed
not
to be
less.
pretty quick.
If not less, man.
Yeah.
I think that people I read online that there's like if you look at like the newspapers, there was like references of where's Batman, what's going on, where's the mayor, there's still references to the flood. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably only was like maybe a week or two.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's why we didn't see him, because Batman gets beat up a little bit at the end of the movie.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, it just makes me want Batman 2 so much more. I'm glad that this show was kind of the surprise hit. That this show and Fallout for me were the big two surprises.
Oh, Fallout was good too.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Fallout yet, but The Penguin is definitely my favorite show of the year so far.
That's
probably
amazing.
Will be.
And we did not come into the year. Think of that.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Well, boys, I guess this is the last time we'll do this just because he made the reference, but do you guys give this movie or TV show a boom or a doom?
Boom, boom.
God, the downfall of society. Oh my God.
Hit him with it.
Well, let's say, worse than maybe the boom and doom. We're gonna hot tool and spin on that thing and move on to November.
Oh man,
movies of all time. Well, hey, that's our review. I think that I think it was very favorable for us, and I'm excited to see what else is to come. Gobble Voo. All right, whoever that is. Do you guys see that? Gobble Voo?
That's me, so I can share my screen.
Oh! All right,
like we're hacked.
Take it away, dude. So this episode, Voo's gonna be leading this one. Is you cool with leading this, Voo?
Yep, I am.
All righty, man. All righty, let's rock and roll.
Perfect. Hopefully, I can do a good job. Am I in here yet?
No, it's showing your face from a different angle.
Oh, there it is. Oh, let me
didn't like
present
that
here real quick.
And boys, again, not to slob on your knobs, but I'm so excited that I'm so glad we're back, and just the three of us. It's just and it's especially me. It's making it work. This is not like an ideal time, but we're making this is old pod right now.
Yep,
Doing it at what's up?
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since we've done a pod together, I think.
Yeah. Wow, has it? Well, we got last week, and he did a great job. Again, it was just a geeky Star Wars episode.
Yeah.
And well, all right, cool.
Yeah. So the committee, different committee this time,
Yes.
put together a list of movies, all the movies that have come out in the month of November.
Okay.
And they ranked it based off of, highest seed is the movie that grossed the most in that month, or movie that grossed the most through its entirety. So starting with, I guess we have to start with the lower seeds first.
And we must.
So Moana versus Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
There are a lot of animated movies that have come out.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, you're so right.
It's animated movies and superhero movies.
I might get mad. Did Interstellar make the list?
It did.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's the only one I really wanted.
It was the last seed.
Okay, all right, good. All right, good.
I felt like you boys would want that on the list, so I added it.
For sure. All right, thank you, Boo. Great list so far. I mean, let's dive into it. We got Moana versus Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah.
That's the sequel.
Yep, that's the sequel.
Yeah, which I think is better than the first. The sequel is better than the first.
I agree, because the sequel has all the actual Disney characters cameos too, right? Like they have Star Wars characters and the princesses.
Yep. Brad, do you want to start with this one or Vu or me? I could start just because actually, I'm not the most passionate about these.
I haven't seen the sequel.
You have not? Oh,
so it's an automatic Moana vote for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I love Moana. I'm hyped.
Have you seen the first Wreck-It Ralph though?
Brad? Oh yeah, I love it. I thought it was very good. I love the twist.
I would say second one's better.
Damn, yeah, second one is better. I agree. I think you should add that to your list if you can, Brad. How about this?
Hot take, just because I watched this recently. Inside Out 2 better than Inside Out 1.
Wow.
Yep.
That is controversial.
Yeah.
If you ask me, Brad, what do you think to that?
Oh, I don't agree.
And I rewatched it too. I don't agree either.
Really?
But I appreciate what you said.
Yeah. It's such a great
the first one made me cry, so
yeah.
Yeah, this one I don't even think Inside Out 2 is my favorite animated film of the year. It is by far. I think my number 3 movie of the year, if I have to really count, is The Wild Robot. I think The Wild Robot's the number 1 animated film.
Oh wow.
It was that good, guys. Seriously, please add that to your list whenever it comes out. I really think it's gonna be great. Yeah. Okay, so Moana, Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm probably, if I look back at like which one is more impacting, Moana probably is the one that's probably made more money. I'm guessing. They're making a live action movie out of it. They're making a sequel out of it. It's a good flick. The technology that goes into it, it's I mean, Brad, give us your review of Moana, and same with you, Vu. I think we know who's moving on, unfortunately. But
I mean, it's a Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, Disney musical, and I just think he kills it. I love most of the music, and you even get the Rock singing.
Yeah,
too.
This might be like a top 3 Rock movie.
You're not wrong. If you look at Rock, if we ever do a Rock. Maybe that's like
Rock bracket.
Yeah, our bracket. It's really not very good. A lot of flops.
Fast and Furious.
Seriously, Fast and Furious to me might be his best franchise though.
Yep.
Like what's better? And I will say this: him coming onto Fast and Furious really elevated Fast and Furious. If you ask me,
yeah.
5 on is when they really went like extra overboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We're talking about Moana.
Yeah, my choice, Moana.
How about you,
I
Vu?
do think Wreck-It Ralph, the sequel, is good. Like Sarah Silverman's in it. You got John C. Reilly, I'm pretty sure, as Ralph.
Yep.
Like great voices, heartfelt. But yeah,
a lot of cameos.
Moana is great.
Yeah. I probably liked Wreck-It Ralph better than Moana. I don't know. Actually, I did like Moana. I just think I'm kind of being angsty. I'm being an angsty teen. And trying to go against the grain and be like, Moana's not as good as you guys think. And I think it is pretty great. But because I was watching it on my TV and I remember that late that night. I'm like, this is the most beautiful movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's so good looking too.
I'm so pumped for number 2. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go watch it next weekend.
Attaboy.
I'm sure going to watch it.
Oh, are any of you guys seeing Wicked this weekend?
I do want to see Wicked at some point.
I think I'm going to go see Gladiator.
I rewatched it yesterday.
You watched it yesterday?
I rewatched Gladiator yesterday, and it slaps.
Lindsay did 2 days ago. Yeah,
it's a good movie.
I heard the second one's gonna be great.
Yeah, let's all be excited. I'm seeing it Friday.
Hell
nice.
Yeah.
So we all agree Moana's moving on.
Moana's moving on.
All right, nice.
Moana.
All right.
Oh God!
Versus the 20.
What the hell?
Interstellar.
Can anyone here go to bat for 2012?
Okay, I'm gonna raise my hand and admit that I have not seen Interstellar. I'm gonna raise my other hand and say I really enjoyed 2012.
Really? I might have to add this to my list, bro. I saw it years ago in the back of a plane.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's a fun movie.
It's a very fun movie, and it's just
like the whole world's a fucking. And it's who is it? It's
John Cusack.
It's a Cusack. That's right.
Yeah. Has he ever been in any other like in the last 10 years besides Hot Tub Time Machine?
He's in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, he's in the first one. I think he's the main guy in Hot Tub.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, but like it's a great apocalyptic movie with a heartfelt message, and it's got people you just want to root for.
And let's point out the fact that it came out when people genuinely thought the world was going to end, so it was extra special.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it's just like the most wild story of a family making it through an apocalypse.
Do you guys?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you guys think that
do you guys think that is it his best? So the director is known. He did movies like Independence Day. He did movies like he's done a lot of movies. Is it better than Independence Day?
I like the original Independence Day with
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's been so long since I've
wouldn't say
watched that
so.
one. It'd be
I loved
hard.
Independence Day, but I don't know. I guess you know what? I'll watch it. I do want to watch it.
Yeah. Add it to your list, Kev. There's not many times I can say that to you.
That's
so.
true. That's true. I think you're right, man. I gotta
That's
check that
so
out.
true.
All right, I respect that. All right, well then I think Brad. I mean, I want Brad. I want to hear what Brad thinks of Interstellar.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything right now.
Oh, so you're
Interstellar's moving on.
Wait,
I'm going for
better
Interstellar.
than 2012?
Yeah. Oh my god, that sounded a little too real there. But
I think really highly of 2012.
dude, boo! I really wonder if I had not done this movie podcast, if you would have put 2012 as like a top 10 movie of all time. That's interesting.
He's a man of the people, Boo.
He's a man of the people. All right, cool. Oh my god, this next one very similar.
Yeah,
Very similar.
14-19. We got a little Monsters Inc. versus 8 Mile.
Oh, both are Pixar, correct? If I recall.
I have not seen 8 Mile.
Whoa.
So,
I've
Boo,
seen
you
all
want to
the
go into
rap
this one
battles,
first
but-
or me?
I can go into it a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
go
8
first.
Mile. Kind of almost a biopic, but not actually. It's very
is it
loose.
not?
I think it's very loosely based off of Eminem's actual life, where he like grows up in a bad part of Detroit,
Yeah.
and he like works a shitty job, and then he raps on the side trying to make it big, and he does underground rapping, and in the end, wins the big battle. So
Yeah.
but it also another heartfelt story, a side that like you don't really see. Like Detroit doesn't really get advertised as much.
Yeah.
So seeing like the nitty grittiness of it is nice. And I was a big fan of Eminem back in the day, so that makes this movie even better for me.
It really makes you wonder, Vu, was 8 Mile, when it came out, was he that hot that they're like, we got to create a movie about Adam Sandler? Because at the time, were they making movies in 2000? I think this movie came out in 2004, or 2002. So he'd been rapping for 3 years. Were they making movies about rap artists? I mean,
I feel
was
like
his story
is,
that
like,
great?
I feel like because of this movie, they made Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah. Or like, in a way, this could be the OG biopic.
Yeah. Like, this movie was huge. The whole song Lose Yourself came out because of this movie, I think.
Yeah, very true.
So,
you guys ever see Selena? In like
I
your
have
Spanish
not.
class, Selena. Oh, it was with. I have to look her up sometime. She was a very famous woman. Yeah, 8 Mile. I think that's a good way to put it. And then Brad, you've seen Monsters Inc. I mean, you don't. I'm guessing since you haven't seen 8 Mile, this is your vote. But what do you like Monsters Inc?
I do. I really do. It's just, yeah, my nickname's Boo. Her name's Boo. It's got the slug woman. I was asking. It's got Steve Buscemi as a very frightening Randall.
That's him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And then who's Sullivan? It's like the big guy. He's in Big Lebowski.
John Goodman. No.
Yeah.
Goodman.
Goodman?
Though.
I think
Is
that's
it
right.
John Goodman? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it. And it ends on a cliffhanger too, which I think you don't see a lot with those movies.
Yeah. And the sequel wasn't for. Actually, we technically haven't gotten a true sequel. We got a prequel.
Monsters University, right?
There's a Monsters Inc. 2, right?
No. No, was that one of the movies announced though that they made? No, Incredibles was the one they announced. So I'm assuming we're probably going to get another Monsters Inc.
Hell yeah!
But Monsters Inc. was one of those movies that I had in our DVD player that got stuck in there, and you had to like rewatch. It was the one we brought with us to like when we would go on trips and stuff. So you had to rewatch it.
You could only watch.
Yeah,
Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, watch it. I've watched it 1,000 times. It's up there with like Finding Nemo for me. Maybe it's a top 5 for me. So for me, I'm going Monsters Inc. 8 Mile is a good movie if you're watching TNT on like a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna buy it. Which I want my kids. But I want both these. Both movies are iconic.
Kevin wants his kids to watch 8 Mile too.
Yeah.
So I guess Monsters Inc. moves on. Sorry,
go.
Eminem.
Sorry,
Eminem, you lost to Mike
maybe he'll
Wazowski.
make a new song roasting us for putting
Yeah. You should do one about Filmaholics.
Yeah. Give us a shout out, Eminem. All right. The next one, Toy Story 2 versus How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And this is the Jim Carrey one. Yep.
Oh man.
Wow. I mean, Toy Story 2, some would say is the best of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not me personally. It's very good. Bo Peep is introduced. The weird guy with the cool mechanism for fixing toys is introduced. He's the villain. Was there anybody else introduced in the second one?
The Prospector?
Yes. Oh yeah, he was the villain, wasn't he?
He was the toy villain, yeah.
Yeah, the toy villain, yeah. I mean, it's a good one. Would I say it's the best of the four? Not my favorite.
But I think it's better than How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's a goofy movie.
I got a hot take. I do not like How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe as a kid I was just scared by the Grinch, but
yeah. I some people think that's like one of his very iconic roles. I don't you're right. When it's on TV, I don't really watch it. I get kind of annoyed by that Grinch character. What about you, Brad? What do you think?
I think the Grinch has no space in my mind.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think that answered that one. Toy Story 2 moves on.
Nice. All right. Moving back to the other side of the bracket. We got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever versus Moana. Shout out to the Rizzler. The Panther dressed in black.
I'm gonna go with this one. The only movie that's ever been nominated for Best Picture that Marvel's ever created.
This is the second one, right? Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
sequel.
Wakanda Forever is the sequel. Ooh,
yeah.
That changes things.
I'm saying Moana.
Oh,
that does change things. You know what? I like most of that movie, and I don't like the last third of it.
It's a big part.
That's a big part. I actually do think Moana's Vu, what do you think?
I did not like the villain Namor.
Namor? Shit.
I also did not like Ironheart.
No, I'm not excited for Ironheart. Yeah, we were talking about that too. Well,
but it was so influential because this was right after Chadwick Boseman's death. Like the person next to Peter was literally crying during that funeral scene.
Oh my God, Lindsay was bawling. I mean, it was. They had created an entire story about Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, and I think what they said is that Shuri was going to become a bigger part of it for sure. She was going to be like a woman Black Panther, but I think he was supposed to survive. And of course, like I told you, the story was he was supposed to continue. The fact that they had created a story, created everything, and ready to shoot, and then he passes away, and yet they still put out a great performance, great flip. I mean, acting, everyone acted their ass off. Hell, Angela Bassett,
the mom, the mom.
She should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah,
she acted her ass off.
Yeah, she dies right in that movie.
She does. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just the last third when they're on that boat battling. I thought, another big battle thing that Marvel. I just was kind of tired of it at that point.
Yeah.
It was dramatic. It was a movie where it was intense for sure. Brad, did you ever see that one?
I have not seen this sequel actually.
Yeah, I didn't know if you. I remember you didn't see a lot of the ones post Endgame.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
The first one is much better.
Oh,
I think this one's
that.
I think that this one's 50-50. Either you liked it a lot or you don't.
Yeah.
Which is the original Black Panther. I think is great.
Yep.
Sorry.
This is one of the movies that I was like, Marvel's kind of on a downslope in my mind.
It was for sure disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not think about that during Moana.
No, I didn't.
Start to finish, elite.
Yeah, it's pretty great. All right, well then I think we know which one's moving on. We just got our first upset.
16 versus a 1.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Well,
hate to see it.
Black Panther, see you later.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. Skyfall versus Doctor Strange.
So I just
Is this
recently
like
watched
is
Skyfall.
November just like a Disney month? Is that when they come out with all their movies?
Pretty much. Yeah, no, you're right. It is like in December. Well, December's a DC month, I think, usually. And I think you're right. November's because I hope you don't have it on here. The Marvels was also a.
I did not put that
Oh,
on
thank
this
God.
list.
Thank God. So bad. Who wants to go first on this one?
Has everybody seen both?
Yeah.
I have. If nobody wants to go, I'll go first. Skyfall, I recently just watched. One of the most beautiful films. I mean, it was definitely Daniel Craig at his best. Seriously, a great flick. It's my favorite Bond movie of his, maybe all time. I can't say for the other ones because I haven't seen them. So for me personally, it's my favorite Bond. I also think it set up the next 2 movies that were Bond, which was Spectre and the last time, No Time to Die or whatever. Yes, and I think this one was the beginning of that.
Yeah.
I think Javier Bardem as the villain was great. When he pulled out his freaking jaw, blew my mind. And I think Daniel Craig is in his prime in this movie. It is clear. It's also interesting to see an injured, downtrodden James Bond who is lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So I
has
thought
lost faith in the world, kind of.
Yes.
And rest in peace, M.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait. Oh my God. Wait, did she die?
In the movie.
She does?
Yeah. That's why we get the new guy, M.
Oh, duh. Oh, fuck. I forgot. I thought she was in No Time to Die, and I had just seen that one.
No.
Okay. RPM.
Yep.
RPM. Okay, I do remember thinking that. Because
I'm pretty sure she like plays M in even like the Pierce Brosnan one.
Yeah. Yep. She's been M for a while.
Yep. So like this is really like the last chapter for her.
Yeah. And the best James Bond song with Adele.
Yeah, Adele, crazy.
Sang her ass off for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, my vote's Skyfall.
Now, Doctor Strange, I think we know which one's moving on, but can anyone here speak to Doctor? I remember Doctor Strange being a really good flick.
Yeah, because he's kind of like a prick, you know? Top of the world doctor in the beginning, and then he gets into a car accident, breaks his hand so he can't do surgeries anymore.
Yeah.
And is willing to go to any part of the world to get that fixed.
That's right. I like that origin story a lot. I like the Doctor Strange origin story a lot.
Yep. And then I think the big villain is Dormammu.
And then his friend is that's the second one. His friend's a villain, right?
Yeah, Chidaway
or Chide Owege or it's hard to say.
Yeah. He's also in 2012.
He's also in Venom.
Really?
Right. Yeah, Venom 3. He's in Venom 3 as I mean, Doctor Strange, I think if you compare this to visuals, Doctor Strange is some of the most amazing visuals I've ever seen. This the scene where they're trying to explain like everything to him and it's very Inception like, which I think is fantastic with Doctor Strange. But my vote goes to Skyfall.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else here.
A pretty solid intro movie, origin story movie, but Skyfall is probably Daniel Craig's best movie ever.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. The best James Bond movie ever.
That scene where he's chasing him and the train comes through. That was such a. I just recently watched it. Maybe if I'd recently watched Doctor Strange, I would change my mind. But I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not going crazy.
All right, we're all good with Skyfall.
Oh, yeah. Skyfall. All right.
All right. Frozen 2 versus Interstellar.
Yeah.
I haven't seen either.
And Brad, have you seen Frozen 2? I don't think you have.
Yeah, I have.
What'd you think of it?
Good. I prefer the first musically.
Musically.
And Interstellar is like a top 3 film for me. So
I think the world is better in Frozen 2 than the first one. That's the only reason I like it better.
I like the villain switcheroo on you in Frozen.
Yeah.
Where you just have no idea. Worth the watch? Like, is that is the Frozen franchise a must-watch movie?
It's fun and the music's good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to rewatch it when Frozen 3 comes out.
Okay.
But I have no real want to right now.
Yeah. If you want a very lighthearted, fun, no frills, and you want to laugh and maybe cry.
Yeah. Were you part of when it had a stranglehold on society? Did you watch the first one?
I freshman in college. We were freshmen in college, and I remember seeing the "Let It Go" music video before it came out, and I was like hooked. I thought it was so. I love that song. I think it's my favorite song in the Frozen 2 movies.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say I was.
It
someone
didn't have
that
a
was-
stranglehold over Brad.
Yeah.
No,
My little brother watched it all the time. It was
really.
obsession. Yeah, I remember it. I think that's partially why I kind of hated it because we were watching it so much.
So not too fond of the memories for Kev.
Like, come on, let's watch another movie.
Yeah. It was, and that's when those kids would watch it every day and rewatch it. You know what I mean? Like just to distract them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a movie that there's something in there. There's an algorithm. There's something that kids love it and they want to keep hearing it and rewatching it. I don't know.
That's why I guess they're making a third.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I think a fourth too is confirmed.
Serious?
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
They're really doubling down on
It's
no
such a
original
moneymaker,
IP.
dude. It's such a moneymaker.
Well, it's such a money. Exactly. I mean, the first one and the second one, I think, are both billion-dollar properties, dude, because they literally, it was the first time outside of Pixar that Disney had a movie that was Disney digital animation. So you guys remember before Disney was always cartoonish, right?
Yeah.
Straight up cartoon. This is the first. I think this, if I'm wrong, this is the second CGI film behind, or digital film behind. What was the one with the long hair?
Tangled.
Tangled was the first one. This was the second one, and this one blew Tangled away. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. That's a fun fact for you guys because I'm a fucking geek for this show.
So Frozen 2 over Interstellar then?
Yeah.
You wish.
We don't have to agree about this. I mean, I saw Interstellar. First time I saw Interstellar was in IMAX. Did you see it, Brad, in IMAX?
I don't think in IMAX.
Okay. Do you
This
remember
is the
when you
Matthew
saw it?
McConaughey one, right?
Oh, some would say it's his best one.
Oh,
I mean, it's truly incredible, and it is a spectacle, and it is about space. And
Brad,
humanity.
keep it in, Brad. I know you want to hold. Well, when you got to send it, I want you to send it, brother.
all right. So is Interstellar moving on? We're not sending it.
Yeah.
When there's an argument, I'm sending it to Brad.
All right.
I think Interstellar might have been our number one. It was Interstellar versus Dark Knight for our Nolan all-time
Yeah.
Nolan. Like,
I think so.
Okay. All right. I guess it moves on then.
moves on.
Yep. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 versus The Incredibles.
Wow, this is a tough. I think this is the first tough one, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Part 1 ends with, again, does anyone remember how Part 1 ends with Harry Potter?
I just watched this last year and I don't remember.
Dumbledore raids, or no, Voldemort raids Dumbledore's grave, takes the Elder Wand, and then green lightning into the sky. And I think that's how the Part 1 ends.
Okay, I can.
Like, is that like when Snape like kills Voldemort?
No, that's the sixth one. That's the sixth one. Rachel.
Wait, is Deathly
Snape-
Hallows? Deathly
Snape
Hallows
kills Dumbledore.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore. I mean,
Dumbledore? Sorry, yeah. But
Yeah.
isn't that in the first? Isn't that the sixth one? Not this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Half-Blood
Wait, isn't
Prince.
this the sixth one?
This is the last book, Part 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where what's his name loses his ear. I remember that really shocked me. I don't know why that really bothered me that one of the twins loses his
That's
ear. That really bothered me at 18 years old. What the fuck was my problem?
One of the
First The
twins
Incredibles.
dies, right? Or am I just remembering this completely wrong?
Yeah, one of the
Yeah,
twins
one does
dies.
die, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why it's extra heartbreaking, because they're always together.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
guys,
don't remember.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was this movie or the next one that the twin died. I'm pretty sure it was this movie in the
I
beginning.
think it's this one.
I think it's this one because they're running away.
Yeah.
Yep, in the beginning, that chase scene.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yes, that's where they kill the guy. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
This movie was super intense.
I will say this: I'll bring it to my vote's The Incredibles. I like the second one of the actual Deathly Hallows Part 2. I like that this one came out, and then 7 months later, Part 2 came out, which was kind of sick.
Mhm.
The Incredibles to me is like a number 2, I think, of all time for me. I honestly think that The Incredibles, and of course in a darker way, and maybe of course not exactly the same, is what the Fantastic Four will become. or what should be also kind of based on. I mean, the '60s vibe, Fantastic Four was me in '60s vibe. I think Incredibles 1 to me as a kid, I remember another one of those movies we watched all the time. So I've seen it 1,000 times. I mean, it's iconic. It was a part of the heyday of when Pixar was truly not missing, and putting out some of the best movies we've ever seen. So Incredibles for me personally, I could sell it more if we need to, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah,
You might have
I would
to,
say
Kev.
Incredibles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
might-
I mean, this movie in terms of Harry Potter movies is probably like middle of the pack for me.
Okay.
I also
would
looked
you
it up.
rank
Goblet
Harry
of
Potter
Fire
movies,
came
then?
out in November too. So if Goblet of Fire was up here against Incredibles, I might have said Goblet.
Oh, interesting, but it didn't make as much money as the
Yeah.
Deathly Hallows. Oh, yeah. Goblet of Fire is very good.
Yeah.
Which one was
too, right?
Which one is that?
Goblet of Fire is the
Pattinson.
fourth one with the
The
tournament,
games.
Yeah, Batman's in it.
the games.
Yep, the games.
Oh, that one's fantastic. And then you see Voldemort.
Yep, he comes back.
Oh, yeah, he takes full form.
Yeah, yeah. So you're right. 4 would have been pretty damn good. I still wouldn't. I'm not as big of a Harry Potter guy as. I'm actually looking forward to the TV show, really expanding on it. Now,
Yeah.
I think we may see the TV show, and I'm going to look back on these Harry Potter movies and go, "Oh, okay, they're better than I expected." I just wasn't a guy who was like nutting over Harry Potter.
Have you read them?
Abracadabra.
No, yeah, Abracadabra. Yeah, no, I've not read that.
Yeah, because it's like Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Ralph
Fiennes.
Fiennes.
He's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Have you read the books though, Kevin?
What do you think I fucking read?
I read the first 5.5.
No,
I was a late reader, and they're very good.
guys, I read the last book, and I spoiled it to my friend in 8th grade or 7th grade just because he took 4 fucking years to read all the books. So I was like, I'm gonna buy this one, not know a single thing, and I'm gonna tell you everything that happened. And I only got through the first half of it, but I told him pretty much everything that happens. And he would put his hands on his ears and yell in class, la 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 la. And I just love that I did that to him. So I'm a cruel human being.
Right?
Was Harry Potter in like the same setup as like Game of Thrones, where they were making movies before the books actually finished?
No, they were because they started making. What you're saying? Are you asking essentially like
A movie
Book
did
7
not
had
come
not-
out before a book.
no? What are you asking, Boo?
So like they made the first movie on like book 5 or 6, right? It had come out like the series. The books have not all been written yet, and they started making movies already.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
That's
they
what
never,
I
they
thought.
never went beyond books like Game of Thrones. did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing J.K. Rowling actually wrote the books.
Yeah.
My vote was gonna be for Harry Potter, but it seems as though I'm outnumbered in this.
Well, what's your reason? That's kind of interesting.
Because from what I remember in this movie, it's like Harry's coming of age, right? Like the struggle of like knowing what the task is and what he has to do, and like the people around. He's realizing the people around him are dying. You know,
Yeah.
It's
and
real.
like the tough
It
situation.
did get real. You're right.
Yeah, like they're closing down Hogwarts. Like the whole wizarding world is going to shit.
Yeah.
It's because of him somewhat. Not really like his fault, but you know.
I think this
That
one,
fast.
if I remember, Vu, this one was weird just because it wasn't about the story of being at the Hogwarts. That's one thing
Yeah.
that really
That was
threw
the
me off.
first one, yeah.
Maybe I
This is
wasn't
the fir-
prepped for that.
Yeah, because Hogwarts had closed. It wasn't safe for kids to be here anymore.
Mhm.
You know, so
I might rewatch these movies soon, especially during Christmas season. Lindsay's playing Hogwarts Legacy,
ooh.
loving it, and it's
We're
Christmas
slowly
season.
rewatching them now, and the first two, like they're good movies.
Are they?
really are.
Gets you in the mood for like Christmas at all?
Yeah,
would you say?
yeah.
Like, and they kind of okay. I want to get
Rachel and I rewatched this last November, and they all hit. So,
Maybe I'll have them
do.
as like
They do.
background. Like I'll have them like when I'm working as like background.
yeah, I'm glad you guys agreed that Harry Potter should move on now.
I mean, have we had one thing move on? Have we had one animation not move on yet? I guess
No.
Frozen 2.
This is November is like the month of animation.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Yeah. It's like June and November. June
Yeah.
and November are the ones.
Yep. All right. Starting at the bottom, Thor Ragnarok versus the Eternals.
Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah. Ragnarok was good, but I'm thinking about it, and like Kevin Feige said, we'd be lucky if like the cast of Eternals came back and did another movie. Are we just misremembering? Were we too harsh on Eternals when it
Yes,
came?
I do think that. Yes.
Yeah. Like
I
when
think
you look
Eternals
at
was
that
good.
cast, it's a crazy cast. Like that's like an A-list S-tier cast.
I think some people were expecting this big thing that it maybe came out too soon after Endgame. Maybe it was
Yep.
one of those big detriments. I think it was like the second or third movie. It had a award-winning director. I can't remember her last name. She's a great director.
She did the Marvels, right?
No, different woman.
Oh,
Yeah, this one is she had just won Best Director for a movie season, like literally a year before. This is like the beginning of Marvel being like, "Oh, you want a Best Director? Let's sign you." And the director came to Marvel and was like, "This sucks because literally Marvel's making me redo everything I want. Like this is like I'm being handheld. I'm being kind of shackled right now." But it was not I agree. I mean, today on Twitter, I was just seeing about they think the Speed Girl is the best representation they've ever seen of somebody with speed as their superpower. I would agree. Her like the way they represent her with her speed is fantastic in this.
Yeah.
There's some really key moments, high moments. I mean, I think him playing Superman or essentially Superman in it, he's one of my favorite characters. Barry Keoghan's a good character in it.
I forget Barry Keoghan's in it.
Yeah. I look fondly. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I don't hate the movie.
I kind of want to rewatch it just to like see if I was initially too harsh on this movie because like post Endgame you're expecting Endgame, and it's not gonna be that.
Yeah, I think give it a chance, dude. Seriously, I do. I think it's better.
I'm gonna rewatch it too.
Thor Ragnarok is hands down.
Thor Ragnarok,
so good,
so good. I mean, Brad, did you see it when it came out, or was it a new thing?
Yeah, I did.
You actually saw it.
Such a good movie. I mean, the first two Thors are garbage.
And the last one's garbage.
Yeah. You know what? It also saw the return of Rage Hulk. The last time we've seen Rage Hulk, actually.
It's true. Yep. And Billy the Butcher's in it.
Yeah, Billy the Butcher. That's right. Yeah.
Really?
He's the friend or whatever of.
He's like the keeper of the.
I literally thought like the character Billy the Butcher. Did I not remember that?
Well, yeah, that one was good. I mean, it was after Hulk had been embarrassed, correct? He was embarrassed. He lost to, was it Ultron? Age of Ultron? He had just lost a battle?
Yep.
Or was it a different movie? He lost a battle. Maybe he wasn't a part of Civil War.
No.
Yeah, I think it was Age of Ultron when he lost.
Yep. Yeah.
It was a real ego attack.
Yep.
That's why he went away and it was Hulk only. God, I love that version of Hulk. It was good.
Yep. Yeah. This
movie
movie.
Away.
He ran away. He got stuck in a plane, and the plane, was he trying to stop it, or was he just like almost running away?
I think he was running away from embarrassment.
Yeah. Yeah.
From what I remember. It has been a while though.
Yeah. You would have seen end of whatever the Avengers, the last one, and thought that's the same Hulk from those movies.
Yo.
Yeah.
This movie single-handedly like got Taika Waititi like a bunch of other movies.
True. You hit it out of the park.
Yeah, and none of those other movies have been good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this, Ragnarok, but I do want to tell you guys, give Eternals another shot.
I kind of want to rewatch Eternals now, just because
it's beautifully shot, too. The lighting is fantastic in it. When you watch it, it's like dimly lit, or it's very like, it's not like bright Disney. It's definitely got its own tone and feel.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see Angelina Jolie in another Marvel movie, unfortunately, or Harry Styles.
Well, yeah, that's also crazy. Yeah, Harry Styles comes in the end, and we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Do they even acknowledge Eternals in this? Do you think they acknowledge that? Is that actually the hand in the Captain America 4 trailer?
I think so. I think that they're gonna reference
something.
Yeah.
I heard that they're getting adamantium from that creature.
Oh,
love it, Brad. Love it. I love that you boys are getting into this. Let's go.
That's how they bring X-Men.
Which one's stronger, adamantium or vibranium?
Vibranium, correct? No, wait, wouldn't it be adamantium?
Well, adamantium's from a celestial being.
Because that's what Wolverine's made out of.
Yeah. That's what. How do you think they're going to introduce the X-Men? Do you think it's going to be like after, for some reason, Secret Wars it happens? Or do you think they've been sitting? What do you guys think? Something like some people are saying the snap was like a thing that I've read, that maybe the snap will be something that triggers it in some people.
Oh.
Like triggered the mutation.
That'd be cool.
I think that's kind of a scapegoat. I think you got to give me something better. Am I wrong, or do you get?
Yeah, because Charles Xavier and Magneto have been around since like World War II.
Yes. Or are they like the Fantastic Four, who are in a different universe and get brought in?
I think
Wolverine's been around since before the American Revolution.
Yeah, 300 years. Yeah.
That is a good question on how they're gonna get brought in. They're gonna be in Secret Wars, though, right?
I think that's the rumor, but I don't know if it's gonna be the new guys. I think it's gonna be. I think the Secret Wars will lead to the mutant saga, but I don't think it's gonna be the people. I think the people we see in Secret Wars are gonna be the X-Men of the different universe, the one that Deadpool is coming from, and that universe.
I will Venmo Kevin Feige to get Marsden back as Cyclops.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. I want Cyclops to seriously. I want Cyclops to be a really cool, like one of the main characters.
He's in X-Men 97. He's like the baddest ass of all of them, and like all the Fox movie, he's just a bitch.
Yeah, I think Wolverine. Yeah, you're so right. He's the cock, essentially. I think Wolverine's going to take a little bit of a back seat. Mm-hmm. Of course, be big because he's just so big right now and popular. But I think they're going to put more of an emphasis on him and on Storm. I think that's the second person they're going to put a lot on.
I like it.
And then Jean Grey. It seems like. I think seriously, for what X-Men 87 is putting across, that's how it's going to be in the movies.
Okay. I don't mind.
I like that.
I like that too. We
need a refreshing new story. So
it's so good to do a podcast on anything we want because we can just talk about this during a tournament.
I love the tangents that we can go on.
Based
off of the matchups.
We'll fill an hour, damn it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, guys. The next one, the Twilight Saga, New Moon.
Oh my God!
Inc.
Can I ask Lindsay if what she thinks?
Yes.
I haven't seen any of them, so.
I don't remember. Wait, you haven't seen any of the Twilight movies, Brad? Brad!
I was too cool.
I didn't watch them until college. But...
So, Lindsay, we're in a tournament. Best November movies of all time. We're in the between. Your vote will be my vote. I'm a Monsters Inc. guy, but we have so many that I love. It's either Twilight Saga, New Moon versus Monsters Inc.
Okay,
what is a better one?
I'm so biased.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Lindsay, can you remind us which one New Moon is and what happens in that movie?
The second one,
is this where you meet Jacob?
No, oh gosh, no. Jacob's there from the start.
Wait, is Jacob the wolf?
No, but Jacob's hot in the second one. Like, remember he had long hair in the first one?
Yes.
Yeah, remember this is like Taylor Lautner. Like, ooh, Taylor Lautner's the cutie.
No, but Team Edward for life.
I mean, what do you think?
Oh, I think Twilight.
Oh, actually, seriously.
But that's me. I'm so biased.
What's the main?
Actually, I might have seen this movie for my birthday, so I'm all extra biased.
Yeah. Do you remember what was the main drama?
Not really. I mean, I think they that's the one where they do the base. No, that's the first one.
That's
I don't remember.
She does. I think she's.
Lindsay did not tell us well on that.
Yeah. I mean, Monsters Inc. for me.
I do remember rewatching the Twilight movies, and I can't say that they're like the best movies I've ever seen. Yeah.
They're so bad. Yeah, I've heard the books are also terrible too. Like the books are written by like a third grader.
Really?
Well, they're not.
I feel like back in middle school, every girl was reading those books. They had a stranglehold on society. You know, it's one of those things.
Middle school girls were going through period for the first time, and they're like, oh my God, I love that. Like it just. I was dating a chick during this, and it was so annoying because I'm ugly and blonde, and I couldn't connect in any way to anybody in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Monsters Inc.
But it did have a stranglehold, and that is one that like we forget about. Seriously, that'd be a fun one to do. Like, what movies culturally taking over strongholds? Like, some of my favorite. One other term I like to do is what have been the best movies made from besides Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter is the number one book that has ever been made into a movie. But other movies outside of Harry Potter, like
Narnia?
Hunger Games, Narnia, yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
Lord of the Rings. See, that'd be fun. We got to do something like that.
All right, I'll put it on the list for the next.
Yeah. We got to put it on the list. But yeah, Monsters Inc. for me.
Brad, I'm guessing Monsters Inc. I would say I'd recommend the Twilight movies, but then I would just be doing you a disservice.
Yeah.
All right.
He's 29 years old and recommending it. That's funny.
Look here. Justice League versus Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them.
Ooh.
I have not seen any of the.
And is this the OG Justice League, the one that with Ryan Johnson?
Yes.
If I recall, I think it is.
This is not like the Schneider cut.
Ooh.
Oof.
I haven't seen the original yet. So, but I have seen the Schneider cut.
I'm going to go. Never seen Fantastic Beasts, so I guess I have to go Justice League.
Yeah.
No,
Brad, have you seen Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
This is the first one?
I like Freddie Redmayne.
This is the first one.
Yeah.
It's good. I would 100% take it over Justice League.
Yeah.
That was just a boring movie.
Yeah.
But Fantastic Beasts, the first, any of them I didn't think were like, whoa.
Yeah, were they anything like the Harry Potter movies?
Like quality?
Yeah.
Were they the quality wise?
Yeah, I'd say so.
They were. So you would really okay. I'd only heard negative things about. That's why I never
quality in terms of like look and everything, sure, but
like for story.
Yeah. It was
it's based off of like a booklet, right? It's based off of like the
main villain is the guy that Dumbledore was in love with.
Dumbledore's gay?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wait, is that not a common knowledge that he's gay? Because it would never implied ever in the books.
I think this was just like a forbidden love kind of thing. Because this dude was like hardcore. I can't remember the name of this villain, but he's like hardcore anti-Muggle. Is that the word?
Oh.
The non-magic.
Is that Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
It's crazy that Johnny Depp's in a Harry Potter movie. He had just gotten canceled, which really ruined things. Because I remember that would have been kind of cool to see him in something like that. And then Jude Law.
That's right. It's Gellert Grindelwald.
Okay.
Huh.
Would you recommend the Fantastic Beasts movie?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good one. Are we
saying a horse race for this?
I think we gotta do a horse. Yeah, we haven't done one. Let's do a horse race.
Okay.
You want me to take over? You got it.
I will let you take over since I do not have a link for the horse race.
Horse race simulator. All right, let's see. At the race as horse race. All right, here we go. That was so funny when we did it. We showed the intensity of it in front of everyone down in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like horse race.
Like, what the fuck?
They loved it.
All right, we're gonna go Potter versus mustacheless Henry Cavill Justice League. Do you guys remember how ugly that was?
Yeah.
So bad. All right, here we go. Done. All right, we're gonna do 10 seconds. Let me share it. I didn't know if I was. I apologize if I wasn't. At the races, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
And here.
So who's horse? Okay.
Potter versus Justice League.
Potter.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Potter.
Justice League. Justice League. And in the end, Ezra Miller still wins.
I like how that name got bigger and bigger as the horse won.
Oh, man.
Bro, it'd be funny to see if we did Justice League to the doing horse race for Justice League to the end, and if it won, if it won the tournament. All right, man. Nice.
Oh man.
Am I back to sharing?
Nice.
Yeah.
We said
Oh,
that.
wow.
All right.
I can't believe Justice League made it because I'll be honest, that movie was kind of a rough one. I even thought the Schneider cut was a rough one.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, Namor is a mutant. I do remember that. And then Miss Marvel is a mutant. Yeah. No, because they did a little bit of and Miss Marvel. Thanks, Mr. Antibiotic. I forgot you were listening, dude. We appreciate you, brother. Dude, guys, we have a fan. That's crazy.
Mr. Idiotic, I hope you're
Feels
enjoying
really good. Thanks, buddy. Tell your friends.
He's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, man. We appreciate that.
All right. And then up top, we got The Hunger Games Catching Fire versus Toy Story 2. So, Hunger Games Catching Fire, which one is this?
Yeah, which one is that one?
Here, let me look it up.
Is that the second one?
Yeah, that's the second.
I actually love the second one.
Second one is great.
Yeah.
Which one is the second one where for the first time they're having repeat winners go back in?
Yep.
Yes. And it ends with a tie?
Oh, because PETA comes back, right?
Yeah. And then was it one more survives or a couple survive or something?
Oh, this is where they break the game, right?
Yes, they break the game. Yes.
Yes. Because they're like, there's a resistance forming, and they're like, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah. I think Hunger Games, man, for real, like, it's very good quality.
Oh, top to bottom. Even the new one.
Yeah, I love the new one. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I thought it was awesome, too. Yeah. Yeah, those are great films. The concept's so crazy, watching children kill each other. It was so... I remember it was it was so dramatic when it was like announced and people were like, "What? We're watching children kill each other." So.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, they just break the game. They just stop playing.
I would say I like this one better than I like Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
I think I do. But I love Toy Story 2 too.
Toy Story, yeah. I'm trying to think. The villain was like the guy that steals Woody, right? Because he's the toy collector. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's a high-rated one. I think it is good. It came out literally. It was like the big thing about it was it came out less than a year after Toy Story 1.
Yeah. Not saying Toy Story 2 isn't good, but the Hunger Games movies are just that great.
And I would say this: I still think the highs of Toy Story are better than the highs of Hunger Games. This is just Catching Fire versus Toy Story 2 for me.
Yes.
I don't want to argue with people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
don't come at us.
Yeah, don't come at us.
I don't want to speak for the pod.
Yeah.
All right. Hunger Games moves on.
Hey, boys, shout out, by the way, we're at 2,200 downloads. So
let's go.
Cab 2,200.
Mm-hmm. The last one was pretty, not the one with me and Kenny wasn't big, but the one before that, for some reason, just shot up. So
nice. Is that the one with Grant?
No, wasn't Brad there too? It wasn't Brad. It was just us three, wasn't it?
I'm starting to lose track.
Yeah. We'll have to look back at it. Yeah, we'll have to look back. It was a good one.
All right.
It might have been Grant. You're right. It might have been Grant. It was a really good one though. It's the number one. It's our number one YouTube one. It has over 40 views.
Oh wow.
Dude, guys, by the way, I don't know if I told you, we're consistently getting 30, 40 views. So
on YouTube?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I believe that Miss. Sorry, keep going. What were you saying, Boo?
Just shout out to everybody watching, consuming, downloading, buying our merch. Yeah. We appreciate you guys.
Inch by inch, we're getting better.
Yeah.
Fun fact about X-Men Mystique. This is from Mr. Antibiotic. Fun fact about X-Men Mystique is Mystique is bisexual and married to the female mutant.
The female what?
A female mutant.
Oh,
we love representation.
That's kind of sick. Mystique gives off bisexual vibes. That's Jennifer Lawrence, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely down for that.
Yeah. Well, moving on to the next round.
And on that note,
We got the 16 seed Moana versus the 8 seed Skyfall.
oh man,
Do you think they just come out with animated movies in November because like Thanksgiving weekend is a big weekend for movies, and like that's when families take their kids to movies?
100%. It's the cheat code.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go see Moana 2 when I'm in Salt Lake seeing my niece.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna go see it with Rachel, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna see it. Yeah.
Yeah, no special reason why.
No, I'm just an adult, 30-something years old, gonna go see it. So
Why is that man alone with his Moana 2 popcorn bucket?
I was just gonna make that.
it's Moana's mouth.
Better yet, it's the Rock's mouth.
Yeah. It's the Rock's ass. His really puffed up cheeks.
Oh man. This one, I feel like I love Moana, but Moana can only go so far. Daniel Craig needs to go further.
I'm gonna say for me, it's Skyfall. I rewatched both. I really thought Skyfall is like, wow, this is the best Bond movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, from a story perspective, I think Skyfall benefits because it like closes out a chapter
for sure
in the James Bond series. As far as music goes, Moana's very good. Like the musical scores in Moana are very good. Like the Alicia Cara song. Oh, I was listening to that for a while because of this movie.
I still do.
Yeah.
You know what? When they fight that volcano guy, that is actually the most beautiful thing I've ever seen on my screen.
Yeah.
The colors. There's so many different.
So Moana's moving on?
Jeez. Okay, now you got me second guessing.
Tell me. Yeah. So Brad, you're Moana.
Yeah.
I'm Skyfall. Vu, it's up to you.
This is tough. Sell me, boys. Sell me.
I don't sing along to Skyfall.
Yes, you do. Skyfall.
When it crumbles. Oh, this is tough. I love Moana. I'm realizing that I love Moana.
I love that.
But Skyfall, I think I have to give it to Skyfall just because it's like legitimately Daniel Craig's best film. It's the best.
I think it's the best of his version, yeah.
Yeah. Could be the best of like any other version as well.
And I want to say this, I'm actually scared about Moana 2. There's not been a lot of things about the story yet. We don't know a ton about it. It seems, and it was supposed to be a TV show that Disney pivoted and thought, let's bring The Rock back because The Rock was not supposed to be in the Moana 2. And they pivoted, brought The Rock back, gave him a bunch of money, and they made it a movie. So
also, I don't think Lin-Manuel Miranda's doing the music.
It's also not, yeah.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
That's what made like the first one so good, though.
But again, this is not. I shouldn't have said that. That was really that's cheating of me to do that. How about this? The next two movies from Daniel Craig were not as good.
Yeah, I heard everyone working in Skyfall hates women.
Yeah.
Damn it! Now I can't vote for Skyfall. Oh, but yes, I'm gonna vote for Skyfall because it was that good.
That's fair. That's fair.
And yes, I still will be watching Moana 2.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I will too. I was not gonna until I hung out with you guys.
Yeah. All right. I feel like this is gonna be a tough matchup for you guys. Interstellar versus The Incredibles.
Wow.
I haven't seen Interstellar yet, so I cannot vote on this one. I still have not been convinced to watch Interstellar yet either. So
people took Skyfall over Moana, and then you're thinking Incredibles over Interstellar. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
No, Incredibles is better than Moana. If you're thinking about the singing aspect, is that your only? Is Moana? Is it the singing that really adds to it, Brad?
Well, yeah, that too. But also, I think the story's cool.
But do you think it's better than Incredibles' story? Like, seriously, sit down and think about Pixar movies. Do you think it's better?
Is Moana a Pixar movie?
No, that's a Disney one too.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, the superheroes is fun and the family dynamic. It's a very fun story.
I remember not being that high on The Incredibles. I remember liking Incredibles 2 more than Incredibles 1, but maybe that's just because I was older.
No, I'm just for argument's sake, I'm going with this.
Incredibles was special to me. Like it's such a big part of my heart. But
Wait, what are you
again,
guys debating right now?
I don't know.
Yeah. What are we debating?
Wait, isn't this
It's
Interstellar?
Interstellar.
It's Interstellar.
Yeah. I think I took it personally when Brad brought up Moana versus Incredibles.
That's a tough one for me. I don't know which one.
We really need to have. We have not done an animated pot. That animated one will get contested.
Yeah.
Like that may ruin the podcast for us.
Podcast ended then.
Yeah. We'll never speak of the animated episode. Unreleased. We call it the unreleased episode.
Brad left crying.
Kevin lost a finger. We create a story. That could be a funny little gimmick. We just create a storyline about the untold episode of the animated. No, I would go with Interstellar though.
Yeah. Okay. What is Interstellar? What makes it great? Why is this regarded as okay? I'm waiting because I
mean, it's an exploration of like space, time,
humanity.
It's also about humanity. Yeah, survival of humanity. It's also Christopher Nolan truly getting deep into like something that's. I feel like society even became more into space and time and all that shit after that movie. Like, and Matthew McConaughey's acting is superb.
Anne Hathaway
getting stuck on that plane. I still think there's a sequel that needs to be done. That scene where she shows up in, the place is like the planet she's on is like, it's thriving. There's a bunch of people or I guess we don't know if there's people there, but
just her
boyfriend's clearly gone.
But she's restarting humanity,
and it's also a story about love too.
Okay,
love is the only thing that transcends time and space, is a quote.
As far as space movies go, just because I just watched The Martian or Interstellar?
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought The Martian was very good, so I got high hopes for Interstellar.
Bro, you need to check it out.
Okay.
On a big screen.
So Interstellar moves on then?
Yeah.
Interstellar moves on, yeah.
All right. Monsters, Inc. versus Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, Thor Ragnarok, besides Avengers, is one of the best single stories out there.
Yeah, there's
for MCU.
I'm trying to think what happens. He loses his dad in this movie, I believe.
He loses almost everybody, doesn't he?
Yeah, he reunites with his brother.
Reunites.
And then
he loses everybody in the next movie because it's in Avengers Infinity War where he takes everyone from the planet because of Ragnarok onto the ship.
Yep. His sister's in this one. Yeah. His sister's in this one, Helena.
Yeah.
Helena.
I'd go Ragnarok too. I just don't remember. I think because it's a little closer sooner, and it truly is a standout for Marvel. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
I remember enjoying it so much, and I don't say that often about Marvel.
Yeah.
This is the first time where they did a funny movie and it worked out.
You had that guy that's like all rocks, and then one of them.
Yes, that's Taika Waititi, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's Waititi. Yeah, it's Waititi.
Yeah, so
good characters.
I think we go Thor.
Yeah.
Was this a close matchup in your guys' mind?
Oh, I do think it's like a 90. I think it's an overtime, but it ends up being a 98-88. But Monsters Inc. didn't have the will to finish it up. It was
got tired.
Good. Got tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
98-88.
All right, we got Hunger Games versus Justice League. So
I said we do horse race, damn it.
What?
Horse race? I'm sorry, guys. I don't
go Justice League.
Jennifer Lawrence is moving on.
Honestly, I think the Justice League Fantastic Beasts one should have even had a winner.
Yeah. It should have been non-contested.
Yeah. Both teams forfeited.
Yeah, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson there.
Oh man!
Ooh,
all right,
this is a fun one.
We got a solid.
I like this Final Four.
Yeah,
this is a very solid Final Four.
Yeah, so do I.
Who coming out of the West? We got Skyfall versus Interstellar. I haven't seen Interstellar, but give me Skyfall. Give me it all.
Yeah, this one might come down to you, Kevin, because I'm for sure going to be Interstellar. I'm going to take it all the way as far as I can.
So, boys, I'm asking ChatGPT. It's just not saying what's better, but I want to compare the two because I think this should be a finals. Like this, any other tournament, we had Skyfall or Interstellar on separate sides. These two that'd be a great championship matchup.
The winner of this is probably gonna win.
I think so. I mean, you got Skyfall genre. You know, it's a strength. It's a darker, more personal Bond story exploring loyalty, legacy, and a toll of espionage. Right? You forget that. We talked about it earlier. Daniel Craig delivers his best performance as Bond. We brought that up. With the standout villain Javier Bardem as Silva. Visually stunning cinematography. I mean, there's some scenes that blow my mind away. Him sitting there with the computers all around.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Him when he's like, I have to go back home. I have to go back to where it all began. And the view of Ireland or Scotland, I forgot where it is. The cinematography for it is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a gripping mix of action, drama, and nostalgia, marking a high point for a modern Bond. It was like we literally named all these things, right?
Yep.
And I think what helps with it is that legacy. There's been how many Bond films? You could make the argument that this is the number one Bond film of all time.
If you look on IMDb, I bet you this is probably the highest rated.
Right.
I'm willing to put money on that.
Now, Interstellar. A bold exploration of love, sacrifice, and humanity's place in the universe set against a stunning cosmic backdrop, right? It is one of the most visually pleasing, one of the most visually astonishing movies I've ever seen. Brad, you can probably contest to it. I mean, Hans Zimmer's score is at his best here as well. A more cerebral and ambitious narrative. Wow, I mean, these guys have really good. The verdict comes down to, or the key differences. Skyfall is sleek, stylish, and action-packed with emotional depth, but within the scope of a spy thriller. Interstellar is more philosophical, emotional, and slower paced, focusing on big existential questions. Skyfall is more accessible, catering to both casual moviegoers and Bond fans. And Interstellar resonates more with the audience who enjoy thought-provoking and emotionally heavy science fiction. Were you about to say something, Brad?
Yeah, I always forget that there is a young Timothy Chalamet.
Yes,
in Interstellar.
Oh,
that's Matthew McConaughey's son. About to fail out of high school.
Who turns into Casey Affleck as an adult.
Yes.
And there is a holy shit, you wouldn't have expected it random character I won't name, who is
yes, we cannot name, but
when he shows up, you're like, oh, what?
And yes, and it almost gives Brad, Vu, cover your ears. Can I say this to Brad? You're not hearing anything, Vu? Gives inkling into Martian.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because it came out after.
Oh, man.
Am I
it's
good?
so good.
Am I good?
You're good. You're good. Verdict, what ChatGPT says, and I would agree, and Brad, I want you to sell this. If you're in the mood for an action-packed, stylish, and emotional, engaging spy film with stunning visuals, choose Skyfall. If you want a deeply emotional, visually grand, and intellectually stimulating science fiction journey, choose Interstellar. Brad, I want you to sell it.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh,
you're back. Yeah,
what
dude.
happened?
I would just say, I want you to sell it. Sell Interstellar. Is this the one?
Yeah, I mean, okay. Why is Interstellar? Because it's a classic Nolan. The stories are intellectual, but it's also intellectual in a way that I think you can kind of understand it. I mean, it is big. Like, there's big thoughts out there.
Yeah, for sure.
That make you think and make you be like, whoa, like that's just cool. Because, like, we're talking space. We're talking time dilation and, like, Albert Einstein shit.
So
I'm not even...
it's the prequel to Oppenheimer with Einstein.
And, like, time travel and, like, helping the past so the past can help you in the future. And Matthew McConaughey has one of the most emotional scenes where I just, like, broke down crying because it's just pure acting at its finest. The story's cool because it's like a dying planet. You got to save people. And the score by Hans Zimmer is incredible. The visuals are incredible. Again, it's about space, which to me, I'm a sucker for.
Yeah.
I mean, the supporting cast is incredible too.
The scene where they're on that planet and time is, I mean, there's one of the most, I don't want to say anything, Boo, but there's a scene that time is a big influence on one planet and it changes everything moving forward, right, Brad? You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
they go to the planet and they come back and everything's changed.
Uh-huh. Can't say enough good things, and I don't want to
Yeah.
say too much because I really just, yeah, there's a reason why it probably is my favorite movie of all time.
Oh wow.
I know I
as
kept saying top 3, but I think it really is my favorite.
for as deep as Interstellar is, the complete opposite would be Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Okay. It's hard because I haven't seen Interstellar yet, so it'd be unfair for me to vote on this one, I feel like. But I just love Skyfall that much. So
then I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Interstellar.
yeah.
I think I'm on Brad's side. Vu, I really think you need to check it out. Like
Oh,
do you have a sound bar
Yeah.
and good TV?
It's decent.
Well, I would say check it out, man.
Oh wow.
I would put that highest on the list.
This will be the next movie I
For
watch.
sure, I would agree. Yeah, next movie, I think you should. I want to hear what you think.
Yeah. Right after Gladiator 2, this is what I would watch.
I have Interstellar as on 4K UHD Blu-ray as well.
Ooh.
And Dunkirk. I have Dark Knight, Dunkirk, and Interstellar.
Big Nolan boy.
And Oppenheimer. Oh, I have about 10 of them. I am going to be a geek who has when you come to my basement someday, Vu, when I'm in Minneapolis, there'll be a bookshelf of like copies of like 4K UHD movies.
Love it. Love it. It's the only way you should be enjoying movies if you're not in the IMAX.
No, yeah.
If you're not in
Kevin's
the AMC IMAX.
Come to Kevin's basement in Apple. We're looking at Apple Valley, Vu, but fuck. I'm going to dock myself. No, we're not.
Apple Valley, Washington.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. And now from the East, we got The Hunger Games Catching Fire versus Thor Ragnarok. Both movies probably the best in their like lineup, right? The best Thor movie and then the best Hunger Game movie.
This is tough.
I think the hardest part about Thor Ragnarok, it was a little bit of a cog in the wheel of Marvel, whereas this movie with Hunger Games is really setting up the future of Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Whereas Thor 3 was, again, another good story. It was a story that really fixed Thor, the trilogy itself. But I'm not thinking to myself, what was the impact of Thor Ragnarok? Am I missing something? Was there an impact?
It sets up Infinity War though, right? Like their planet's gone, they're all in the ship, and then Thanos shows up, and then his people are just wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
my only negative with maybe the Hunger Games one is that it ends on a. Does it end with them? Of course, breaking the game, and then does it end with them like almost starting a new game, or I forget how it goes?
I think it just ends with them breaking the game, right? If I'm remembering,
breaks the game, and then like essentially
she
like
passes out.
Everyone passes out, and she gets picked up by a ship, and it turns out it's part of the rebellion, and they go to District 13, which we all thought was destroyed.
Yes. Oh God, that was insane. Yeah.
Wow, that's legendary. That's
a good one. Yeah,
the second games like is my favorite of the two. The first game and the second game. And
did you see it, Brad? Like midnight? Or did you see it like the weekend it came out? That's a key one too. I feel like. Was it like an opening?
I don't even know what year that was.
2013.
I did not watch these movies until COVID.
Oh, interesting.
Like I was there for the opening night.
Okay, I don't know if I was for that, but I probably saw it right away.
Did you guys?
It was huge.
Books?
Then it was huge. It did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Thor Ragnarok. I saw. I know. Here's the thing about Thor Ragnarok was like I think I saw it the weekend of, but because of the two others, I wasn't very high on thinking it was gonna be great. It blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. Expectations were low.
And it's
do you think that inflates your score because the other two were so bad that you're like, whoa, this is a watchable movie?
No, I think Thor Ragnarok is like the 5th highest MCU rated movie of all time.
I would buy that.
Let me look. We're looking at it. It goes Avengers Secret. Oh, wait, what? Okay, never mind. Here, let's see. So the highest one is, let's see, Thor Ragnarok had a. Oh my god, this is really weird. They're making me do this with my neck. Thor Love and Thunder. No, this is Ragnarok. When was Ragnarok released?
2017, 18.
Oh, here we go. Thor Ragnarok had a score of Tomato Meter. It is of 90. Oh my god, 93%. Iron Man had a 94. Black
Iron Man
Panther
won?
had a 90. Yeah, Iron Man won. 96 for Black Panther, and a Avengers Endgame was the same number, and then so was the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. 90. I recommend that to you guys if you want like a nice MCU Christmas movie. But yeah, no, it's the top 5, tied for top 3. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna go with The Hunger Games. I remember that movie very fondly, and yeah,
it was a big deal being released. I remember like it was one where you wanted to see it. Thor Ragnarok was kind of a surprise.
The twist at the end where they're like actually a rebellion, like they're working together. Like I feel like that's a big deal, you know.
You know what I say? For the first time in a while, we don't have an MCU in the final, so I'll go with it as well. Are you okay with that, Brad? Would you say?
Oh yeah, I would take Hunger Games.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Wait, that's the law. I don't want to get that confused with any other gesture.
Yeah, that was a little straight of an elbow there.
Wait, that is the thing, right? That she does in the movies.
Yeah, but it's like maybe crooked elbow a little bit, not hey.
my bad. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, we got an editor on the other side. We'll get it. The Asian guy doing it too.
I swear it was like 3 fingers. Oh,
you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Maybe I should have whistled, but I don't know how to whistle. Oh,
that was
good.
Brad,
let's go.
Let's go,
Brad. Oh man. All right. So in the finals, we got Interstellar versus The Hunger Games Catching Fire. I haven't seen Interstellar, so once again, I feel like I can't vote.
Interstellar.
I think it was Interstellar. We kind of last time. Brad, do you want to do one more, like any addition? You didn't really have to. You sold it last one, but is there any reason why definitively the best movie that's ever come out in November?
I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think, like we were saying, the Skyfall Interstellar was truly the finals, and just because the bracket, the way it was, I think it's an even bigger difference between Catching Fire and Interstellar. But again, like it just comes down to like Nolan's capability of showcasing such a spectacular story visually is what sells it. Like just with Inception too, like it makes you think, and that's what I really like about a lot of his movies is they make you think. And this is making you think about space and time, and I think those are 2 fascinating topics for me. Mm-hmm. And then you throw in the music, you throw in the visuals, you throw in the acting. It's just a grand slam.
Sometimes with Nolan films, though, I find myself saying, "Whoa, what happened? What does this mean?"
Yeah, you're kind of like,
especially like Inception.
You will.
Is that the case with this movie as well?
Not as much Tenet. It's more. Remember, Tenet was like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" But I think this one's not as well. Actually, you know what? I think this is just as bad. I think this one's pretty bad when it comes to that.
Is this the type of movie that you like look up, like what does the ending mean, or like what does
this? This is the kind of movie where it goes, what does the 40-minute mark mean? Like, am I wrong about that, Brad? Like, because I'm sure we've seen it so many times now, and kind of like, but if you look back and you haven't seen it yet, it's not an easy film to digest.
Yeah, no, I think I would agree, especially the ending. I mean, again, it's about time travel. So it's just
And,
Stuff to, like,
you don't even realize that at the beginning of the movie, Vu. Like it is so deep.
it's deep. Like it's just one that you like. We would talk about after you watch it, and like we would help you unpack it, and you would give us new perspectives too, and we'd be like, "Whoa,"
Okay.
because it's open. Like it's open to interpretation.
I'd like to talk about that on the next episode, Vu.
Yeah.
Like if you can, like check out what you think. What do you think? Because I think it's gotten better with the years. I think a lot of Nolan movies come out and they're kind of like, this is intense. This is really like, what is this? And then you look back on it 10 years later, you're like, that is cinema masterpiece.
Okay. I'm very much looking forward to watching. I kind of like those movies that make you think, you know?
Really will. It's good, man. And I think Rachel will like it too.
Okay.
We gotta get Rachel on here, man. Rachel is our number one fan. Like she watches every episode, listens to every episode. She knows everything when we were in Mexico. She knew everything we were talking about. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Almost better than Vu a little bit. No offense, Vu, but like she definitely.
I'll literally come home and she'll like be playing it on her phone because of her drive home. And it'll be like, you guys talking. I was like, whoa.
That's so funny.
That's awesome. Well then, hey, I think we found our winner.
Yeah, an hour and a half too. Good for us.
Yeah.
Damn, this is a long one. I did not expect it to go this long.
This is a good app. I'm glad that we were able to do this. And now I know November is known for animated movies and Marvel movies.
And shitty DC movies too.
Shut up, Justice League.
Yeah, shout out Justice League.
Yeah.
Good stuff, boys.
Cool. Well, I think the winner, like Vu said, the winner is Interstellar. And that is our episode. That's episode 54, guys. Now, I always said for each 5 episodes, we all have to be together. So next episode, hopefully we can make it work next week. Will be episode 55. I'd like to put in a really hell of a great episode. Vu, thank you so much for making it work this week. I know you had a tough schedule. Brad, I also appreciate you being as open as you can, man. I mean, this is, we are busier than ever. We're almost in our 30s and we're 30s, whatever it may be, 40s. But, life starts taking over a little bit, and it's fun that we got people. I want to shout out Mr. Anecdotic. Like, I love that you, man, have been sticking with us. That's really cool that you're here. We didn't even tell you when the next episode was. You just probably got a notification. We're growing. We're rising. We want people. We like people like this. Like, this is fun. This is fun to do this, man. And I just appreciate everything we've done over 54 episodes, and I can't wait to see what the next 54 entail for us. The holiday season's tough. So
and for our viewers, remember, the Fappies are just right around the corner.
Fappies are just around the corner. So maybe next week we can get on a little early and create like a Fappies rundown, like try to get into it. We'll figure it out internally. Yeah. Boys, this will be fun. It felt really good to get back with you guys. Seriously, this is great. All right, everybody, check us out on YouTube. I mean, subscribe to us on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. I gotta get back in. I have not done shit for Instagram, so I'm gonna do a fun one for this one. I promise you guys I will do a fun one for this one tomorrow. I'm gonna upload this one tomorrow. So check us out, guys. Keep following along and let us know what your guys' favorite November film of all time is. And we appreciate everyone
Justice League.
Why is it 2012?
Keep bringing the boom, boys.
Yeah, keep bringing the boom. Keep fapping. Never stop fapping. And we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you.